If we go live, just let me know, Tim, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I got my radios turned up. I'm hearing Montel Williams. whether or not he's going to go back, and that's a one-way street. Look at him doing some circles here. Now it's just probably one of these situations where this guy knows he's going to get all this attention and start driving erratically on these streets here. We're on just right off of 51st Street. You can start seeing a lot of people are coming outside in this area. They hear the commotion. This guy's just doing donuts here, engaging with somebody over here, giving somebody a high five or doing whatever. And you know, we don't know the relation, if this person knows that, if they know each other. But this is just right on South Grand Avenue, just west of 55th Street here. Apparently, they're having a long conversation here. They're having a long conversation. LAPD units really know where. Here we go. Here's LAPD units coming up from behind right now. And as LAPD units come up from behind here, this driver just continues here. Now we're coming up onto. They're still on Grand Avenue, South Grand Avenue here, just paralleling the 110 freeway. A vehicle has made numerous stops, talking to individuals, making erratic maneuvers. Made that right turn there, driving on the wrong side of the road, passing vehicles, traveling pretty fast now, 45 miles per hour, unsafe speeds for streets here. And this here is Los Angeles, or this is Broadway, South Broadway. And you can see how he just goes through the intersection, starts making these donuts here, turning around. And you know what? It's just a matter of time before LAPD just rams this vehicle. They're going to bring this pursuit to a stop here shortly. It's starting to get a little dangerous here as this person is starting to drive erratically, showing off here in this neighborhood, kind of showcasing here, which creates a potential danger to pedestrians and other drivers and bicyclists. You can see these people riding their bikes and unexpectedly having a pursuit come up behind them here. There you go. You can see we're on Grand Avenue. Apparently, he's just kind of inviting. Can we get to the other side? See, oh, no, there it goes. When you can safely do it, can I see what the driver's doing? Thanks. We're on West 52nd Street. We're going eastbound on 52nd Street here. Approaching Broadway again, coming into that intersection. LAPD units really close behind. Most likely they're going to try to perform a pit maneuver. Hopefully they'd be able to do a pit maneuver and bring this pursuit to a stop. And you can see that erratic maneuver there, quickly flipping a U-turn there in front of LAPD officers and continuing here on West 52nd Street. We're on 52nd Street. Again, we're just east of the 110 freeway. That's the LAPD helicopter following this pursuit here. Started out of the LAPD, we understand, 77th Division, stolen vehicle. Speeds are about 40 miles per hour right now, about 40 miles per hour as we come up on the intersection here. I'm going to bring up the map overlay and kind of give you an idea of where we are. West 52nd Street coming up on Main. And you can see as that vehicle accelerates, you can see our speedometer down there. We can track the vehicle and see how fast or slow that vehicle is going as he slowly makes that turn. No doubt this individual is aware of what he's doing, and he's taunting these officers. Officers are going to follow their protocol. They pull up behind the vehicle, open the door. Usually when they do that is when he starts driving away. You can see we're on southbound Main Street right there at 52nd Street, West 52nd Street at Main Street. And now we're going on 52nd Street again. We're continuing eastbound. Looks like we may be near a school here. Pulling into a northbound street here. This is Woodlawn Avenue. Woodlawn Avenue, going northbound Woodlawn Avenue. This is a residential street. No business driving at these speeds here. Residential street. Now we're back on East 51st Street, going eastbound on East 51st Street. Approaching a major street right here. You can see LAPD, they may want to try to bump that bumper. Not too sure if they've been given the authorization to do a pit maneuver. No doubt they are trying to set up spikes. Do you have eyes on him? Okay. Blowing through some stop signs. We saw one real close call as he got off the Harbor Freeway continuing northbound on Figueroa. There was a really close call where literally two vehicles just went right between this car. Fortunately, there was no accident, but right now we're continuing just passing Wall Street here. I believe we're on Wall Street right now. That LAPD officer getting a little close there, getting a little close as we come up on 46. Wall Street and 46. We're headed northbound. The Harbor Freeway's to the east of the driver. Correction, to the left side of the driver. So the Harbor Freeway is to the west of the driver here as we continue. We're on the east side of the 110 freeway, continuing northbound on Wall Street. Vehicle right now about 35 miles per hour. This is a residential area. It may not seem like the vehicle is traveling too fast, but considering this is a residential, we're coming up on the major intersection. This is Vernon, making a right turn on Vernon. Maybe doing one of those donut 360s. That would be perfect time. There we go. Rammed the vehicle. That's what they were going to do. Unfortunately, wasn't too successful, but what that does is now it aggravates the driver. Now we see excess speeds, escalates the situation. Driver now really picking up, going about 50 miles per hour, coming up on a red light here, turning southbound. He's coming towards us now, Aldo, on San Pedro. Southbound on San Pedro from Vernon, and you can see just how fast this vehicle is going. He's going to go underneath us. Okay, good deal. Oh, that was very nice. We're going to have to maneuver the helicopter here. It's going to go underneath us. He's just passing us now. He's on my left side. He's on my left side. You see pedestrians there. Vehicle continuing southbound here. Southbound on San Pedro here. We're going to reposition the helicopter. You got eyes on him? Okay, I'm shooting about 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. San Pedro and 51st Street. So you can see we're in the same area. The vehicle has been hugging the same area. A lot of times drivers will go where they're familiar with. Whoops, here we go. A lot of times drivers will go where they're familiar with here. Trying to get us a little closer here. We're in the LAX airspace, so it's a little tricky right now. We're dealing with LAX. They're doing a great job accommodating all the helicopters here as we make a right turn on East 54th. East 54th. So now we're going back to the Harbor Freeway. Look how he picks up those speeds here, going about 50 miles per hour right now. Picking up those speeds, very dangerous as we go up through these intersections here. Vehicle just making a left turn in front of that car, unaware of what's going on. You got children on the street right there, somebody riding a bicycle, coming up on a major intersection here right by the Food for Less, continuing past that, headed toward the Harbor Freeway. A lot of activity in this neighborhood. This is West 54th Street now. We're on 54th Street here, going westbound, headed toward the 110 Harbor Freeway. We're approaching Broadway here, West 54th Street, approaching Broadway. As I pull out here, you can see the type of neighborhood it is. But Broadway Street, got a red light. He's got a red light here. Fortunately, he seems to be waiting for the red light right now. Somebody running out again, and that's LAPD. Look at that spike strip. Man, you could not hit a better spike strip. Not only did he run it over, he took the spike strip with him. The vehicle took the spike strip, and it's stuck under the vehicle. Hopefully, that'll be a successful deployment there. Look at this guy just doing 360s in the intersection. This guy, he's just taunting officers here. Let's try to get around that building. I think. Oh, now hey, a little too close. He's headed towards officers. Aldo, give me on the other side because I think it's going to end here. LAPD, they're done. You are done. Look at that guy filming this. Look at him push that vehicle. We're going to push you into that car. LAPD, wow, unbelievable. I've never seen that, the way they've ended this pursuit. They literally pushed this car into a 360. This is West 54th Street, just right off of Broadway. This is Broadway and West 54th Street. Hands are out. I'll zoom in because I can see the suspect's hands. He is compliant, but look at these officers. They are not happy. They've got their guns drawn on this individual. And really, this guy is going to have a problem getting out. He may have to get out the passenger side. But look at that. He has got that's a beanbag weapon right there, making this guy climb out of the vehicle. Officers have lost all their patience for this guy. They are making him climb out of this vehicle, and they're going to put this suspect into custody. He put so many people's lives in danger with his erratic driving. We'll keep a tight shot. We can see his hands throwing something on the hood of the vehicle. He's not going anywhere. This guy, he knows the routine here. We're going to move around here so we can see. They're still going to clear that vehicle, make sure whether or not there's anybody else in that vehicle, but a swarm of officers. Really great job to LAPD officers bringing this to a successful closure here. dangerous pursuit here in the streets of downtown Los Angeles. This is right off of Broadway, just north of 54th Street. A dramatic ending as LAPD rammed the vehicle and literally just spun it around numerous times in order to bring this pursuit to an end. Hey, Booth, I'm turning off IFB. It's over, so I don't have to, I don't think you guys are going to go to us now, so we're good. IFB is off, guys.